The USA women's national team roster was released today. And I got some questions. And I need some answers. We all saw the qualifying team that played in March. So obviously Monique Billings was about to be on this roster. And we knew that there'd be a bunch of women that would fall off this roster because you knew that Asia Wilson would be added to it. But I got some questions, man. And I'll tell you what. It looks like someone got that rookie treatment, and I think it's complete and utter BS. Because I know what my eyes are telling me. And when my eyes tell me in August of 2026, how the fuck is Olivia Miles not on this roster? Talk to me. Welcome back, everybody, to Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. I am your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Hit that like button, hype button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. They dropped the roster today, folks. In case you didn't notice, here it is. You've got yourself Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, Aaliyah Boston, Ryan Howard, and Nafisa Collier, Caitlin Clark, Jackie Young, Brianna Stewart, Kelsey Plum, Paige Beckers, Chelsea Gray, and Ka Copper. That's your roster. Sue Bird announced his roster. And I got to tell you, I ain't feeling it. Like, you knew that Asia Wilson would be on this roster. Like you knew. And I guess you had to think that Nafisa Collier would get added, albeit being that she's only played like 4 games or 5 games this year. It's not ideal, but she'll have played more, so it is what it is. She is one of the best 12 women's basketball players in the world, without a doubt. Probably the top 5. But man, how the hell is Olivia Miles not on this roster? How is Kelsey Mitchell not on this roster? I know a lot of people will argue that Angel Reese shouldn't be on this roster. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. She won't play a ton, but she brings eyeballs. She has a fan base. And so it makes sense. And she is the best rebounding player in the history of the WNBA. To have Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray. Jackie Young is better than Chelsea Gray, and I don't think there's a person on earth that would argue against it. Are we doing the Chelsea Gray, Diana Taurasi thing all over again? How is Olivia Miles not on this team ahead of Chelsea Gray? That's one. That's one. You got to explain this shit to me like I'm a fucking 5-year-old. Olivia Miles is one of the 5 best players in the WNBA right now. Right now. She is the second best guard in the league. Second best point guard in the league. She clearly is having no physical issues in this league. And yet she doesn't make this roster? Insane. It's insane. Obviously, Caitlin Clark is on this roster. They could not get away with that one again. Looking at players that got left off. And then you got Ka Copper. Ka Copper's a good ball player. Ka Copper isn't having remotely the season that Kelsey Mitchell's having. She is not remotely the player that Kelsey Mitchell is. Let me give you some numbers. Kelsey Mitchell's averaging 24 a game on 50.2% shooting from the floor and 43.8% from three. And Kahleah's averaging 21 a game on 43.7% from the floor and 29.2% from three. And you got Kahleah on this team ahead of Kelsey Mitchell? Yeah, that's some fucking horseshit, bro. That is some certifiable garbage. Now you can argue Ryan Howard, Alicia Gray all you want. Gray is averaging more points. Gray shoots a higher percentage. I mean, Ryan Howard might be is probably a better 3-point shooter, but she's a volume 3-point shooter. And she did fare well when she was on the floor with Caitlin Clark and spacing the floor. But that one is also questionable to me. Jackie Young is starting to look like the player that we know Jackie Young can be. Early on this year, she was awful, but she has she's had a really good season. I think she's actually a better point guard than Chelsea Gray is, her teammate. They're redundant in nature, and Jackie Young is a way better player. Doesn't make sense. I'm not going to argue at all about Aaliyah Boston, about Paige Beckers, obviously Caitlin Clark, Kahleah. My only argument was her health, but and I'll be real, if I'm the Minnesota Lynx, I'm sitting here like, I don't know if I want this. Like, y'all, you were hurt most of the year. We're still not playing you heavy minutes. I don't know that we want you to do this, but that can't stop her. But Kahleah, Chelsea Gray, Ryan Howard conversation, like everything else. I mean, Kelsey Plum, she was rolling until she got hurt this year. She's back. I mean, some people would argue Angel Reese against Angel Reese. I'm not going to do that. But Olivia Miles, bruh. Olivia Miles is averaging 19.7 points on 50.2% shooting, 38% from three, 88% from the line, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. And you have her not make this team behind Chelsea Gray, who is a role player. Make that shit make sense. You can't. You can't. And then they're going to start her on top of that. That's what makes it so unbelievably stupid. They're going to start Chelsea Gray. They're going to start her. We saw it in the first tournament. They're going to start her. Yeah, it's crazy. Y'all leave y'all thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button, that hype button, subscribe to the channel. Ring the bell. It's Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball, powered by Come On Now, the podcast. Come on now.